A few weeks ago, I did a video on using the Line 6 HX1 as an external FX unit that you can use with the Tone Master Pro and that you can control it via MIDI. Now in that video, I mentioned that I was setting it up in mono, and if anyone was interested in seeing it done in stereo, to drop me a line. Well, you guys dropped me a line, so we're redoing the video. This time, we're doing it in stereo. Deciding to run the HX1 in stereo requires only a few extra things. First off, you need 2 more 1/4-inch cables, bringing the total to 4. Secondly, if you're using standard presets, you can only use this after the amp, because if you put a stereo processor before the amp, it will collapse to mono. Same thing if you put it before any other mono effects either. So don't have any other mono effects after the FX loop that you're going to use the HX1 in stereo on. Now, even though it's a few weeks later, I still haven't had the time to learn the functionality of the HX1, but again, that's not what this video is about. It's about using an external MIDI processor with the Tone Master Pro and controlling it via MIDI and using it in stereo mode using FX Loops 3 and 4 stereo. So it's going to follow a similar format to the video that I did before using the HX1 and the Tone Master Pro together. Now, before we get into all of that, I know some guys are asking, why in the world would you even want an HX1? Well, for my case, it's because I use it for tutorials. But if I were still gigging, I know that eventually our band is going to play some song or a number of songs that have effects that the Tone Master Pro doesn't have. You don't want to have to go out and buy all new pedals just for a few new parts, do you? Well, this is where the HX1 comes in. With the HX1, you can run it in stereo using FX Loops 3 and 4 stereo. You can also use preset MIDI on the Tone Master Pro to control the preset that's being used on the HX1. Now, you could also use CC commands. The CC commands are used for changing various parameters in the HX1 presets. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that you have the right number of cables to connect the 2 units together. Again, that's a 5-pin MIDI cable and 4 1/4-inch cables. Make sure that both units are turned off. Connect one end of the MIDI cable to the MIDI out port on the back of the Tone Master Pro and the other end to the MIDI in port on the HX1. You'll be sending MIDI messages out of the Tone Master Pro and into the HX1. Next, take one of the 1/4-inch cables and connect one end to the Loop 3 send jack on the Tone Master Pro and connect the other end to the HX1 left/mono in jack. Take the second 1/4-inch cable and connect one end to the Loop 3 return jack on the Tone Master Pro and connect the other end to the HX1 left/mono out jack. Next, take the third 1/4-inch cable and connect one end to the Loop 4 send jack on the Tone Master Pro and connect the other end to the HX1 right in jack. Take the last 1/4-inch cable and connect one end to the Loop 4 return jack on the Tone Master Pro and connect the other end to the HX1 right out jack. Now that we have the 2 units connected to each other, you can turn them on. You'll need to run through the list of presets on the HX1 and make notes of which preset names and numbers that you plan on using with your Tone Master Pro. All right, let's open Pro Control and we'll put a new preset together. It's going to be another very basic preset, and it'll be named after the HX1 preset that's being used. We'll also be using MIDI PC or program change commands. We could also use CC commands to change various parameters in the HX1 presets, but we can look at that in another video. Leave a comment if this is something that you'd like to see. Open a new blank preset. First thing is to add the amp of your choice. As usual, my amp of choice is the 65 Deluxe Reverb Blonde using default settings. Now click on the plus sign on the right side of the signal path. Click on FX Loops down here at the bottom and click on FX Loop 3 and 4 Stereo. Click the blue Confirm. Next, you have to decide which preset you're going to use on the HX1. I'm going to use preset 109, Dual Phasers. So now we need to click on Preset Settings, Preset MIDI. The HX1 uses MIDI channel 1 as its default setting, So set MIDI channel to 1. Now click on Program Change and set it at 110. Remember, we have to go one number higher on the Tone Master Pro than the preset number on the HX1. The HX1 starts their preset listing at 000, but the Tone Master Pro starts at 1. It's confusing at first, but once you set up a few presets, you'll get the hang of it. Leave MIDI CC number set to off. Hit the back arrow, hit it again, save your preset. HX1 preset 109, and click save. That's it for setting it up, guys. Okay, now I'll demo this preset for you. Let me go and switch presets for a second and try something else. Stereo fun, guys. It's a beautiful thing. So that's how easy it is to use stereo effects from the HX1 with the Tone Master Pro. Once again, let me remind you, the Tone Master Pro is a fantastic standalone unit, and most guys would not need anything else to perform on stage. But for those that do need more effects, the HX1 is a great small unit that you can buy at a really decent price, and it works well with your Tone Master Pro. Add a MIDI cable, and these two work together seamlessly to change presets on both units at the same time. And you can place the HX1 anywhere in your signal path, thanks to the flexibility of loops 3 and 4. You know, like for one preset, you could have it running in mono, like maybe running a fuzz tone or something before the amp. In the next preset, you could be having maybe a panning delay running in stereo after the amp, and you don't have to change cables for it. It's really, really, really convenient. So if you can, try it out and let me know how it works for you. And if you're still here, thank you so much for stopping by and sticking around. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, drop me a line down here and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Now this Friday, I will have all new content. You don't want to miss that. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. All right, guys, have a great week, and I'll be talking with you again on Friday.